what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today is a rainy, cruddy day, and I don't know about you guys, but I have no idea what to do with my hair on a day like today. So I want to show you guys my new go-to look. This is sort of like an updated tutorial because I did do a top bun tutorial previously, and I showed you guys how I use this little trick. This is kind of how to fake a top bun if you have very thin, fine hair like myself. So previously I did a video on how to do a top bun with this, but let's be honest, it's not the best kept secret if A, like myself, you can kind of see the little fake bun mesh through your hair, and B, like I don't know if it's just myself, but whenever I see someone that's using one of these, I can tell immediately because it has this certain perfect shape, and I see it. It's not that it doesn't look nice, but I look and I'm like, she's got that little fake bun thing under there. So I want to show you guys how you can attain a top bun that looks very big and voluminous, but still natural. So if you want to stay tuned and check that out, let's go ahead and get right into it. So typically you want to do this hairstyle on a day like today when it's rainy, you don't know what the heck to do with your hair. You're going to need just a couple things for this hair tutorial. Bobby pins, of course, to secure the bun once it's up on top of your head. You're going to need a teaser. You can use a fine tooth comb as well, but this is kind of like the secret to how to get this crazy big hair. And what else? You need one of these only if you want to curl the tendrils that I show you at the end. And if your hair is too clean, like today my hair, this is like 2 or 3 day old hair, you don't really need it since my hair has a little grit to it. But if your hair is very super shiny and smooth and silky, you might want to use a texturizer. You can use something like a dry shampoo or any kind of hair texturizer that you have. So what I like to do is I put my hair up and I'm just going to secure it using one of these little clear ponytails, but whatever you do. And typically, like when I do a top bun, I like a top bun. So I put it all the way on top of my head. And by the way, if you guys see me looking off camera, I'm not looking out the window or anything. I have a little mirror here to help me see what I'm doing. So you can put your ponytail wherever you'd like your top bun situated. Typically, I like my top bun like way up high, and so that is typically where I put it, is a very high pony. But if you like it lower, you can do that too. I'm not gonna hate on your top bun style. And you're going to want to put, I typically like to put like 2 little tendrils down. These are already waved because I kind of had my hair in a wavy style last night. But you can also curl them, so that's why I showed you that I typically have a curling iron or a waver handy. So basically you're going to just put your hair in a ponytail. Again, I'm putting mine higher because that is where I typically like my bun, and then you're going to have a bunch of hair on top of your head like so, and this is where your teaser comes in. So you're going to take your teasing brush and you're just going to go to town on that hair and start teasing it all over. You don't want any hair looking like normal hair. You want it to look like a rat's nest. That is the point. So, and I promise you this will not look like this at the end. We're just basically faking volume so that when we put our bun into a bun position, it's going to give us volume and thickness where we did not have it before. So basically you know you're done when it looks like a rat's nest, and I think we're pretty much there. So then I'm going to start shaping my bun. Now, of course, you're going to go in like kind of like clockwise, a clockwise motion, and you just start shaping your bun with your fingers. So, I mean, typically, and it might take a couple of tries for you to start getting a shape that you like. So I'm just going to play with it here. And I typically like it messy, so I don't get too nervous if it's not like a perfectly coiled bun, but I think I do like it nice and thick and wide, so I think it's looking just about how I like it. And then I'm going to start securing with bobby pins. Again, this does not have to be perfect. In fact, like, this is my favorite thing about this hairstyle is it literally takes 5 minutes and I'm out the door. So I'm just going to secure a couple different places. Now I'm going to do it very lightly. You don't want to push because part of the beauty of this is that we look like we have a lot more hair than we have. So you don't want to really push it down too much. You want to go really light with your bobby pins so that it keeps it nice and thick and plush on top. So I think we're just about there. Just going to secure one more piece back here. Now, if you wanted to, you can turn your curling iron and just lightly go over these pieces. I kind of think that this, I don't really like it too much curlier than that, so I'm going to leave that. And then, I mean, if you wanted to do just a little texturizer on top, especially if this is like 2 or 3 day old hair, which I suggest because your hair will not be very manageable when you take this out, especially after all the teasing. But that is pretty much it. I mean, I don't do a ton else. I mean, this is pretty much when I do a top bun what it looks like. You have some nice height on top. It looks a lot thicker, and it doesn't look like that perfect symmetrical bun that everyone knows that you have in your hair. So again, I have very fine hair. It's getting longer, but I don't have a ton of it. And this is pretty much the look. It's kind of a messy look, so if you love your hair like super perfect, you probably won't love rocking this, but I like it. If it is a windy day, I do suggest just like a little hairspray on top, and it will help to secure like any flyaways that may happen. And I'll just kind of turn around. I'll show you a side profile. So again, you can kind of spray down, but I think the beauty of this hairstyle is that it does not by any means need to be perfect. You know, just secure any additional loose hairs, you know, with bobby pins up here. And that is pretty much it. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. This is sort of my updated rendition of how I do a top bun. I probably do this 2 to 3 times a week just because it's so easy, especially if the weather is humid or it's raining. I just don't even mess with my hair. I'm like, yep, you're going up in a top bun today, and this is how I style it. So I think that's pretty much it. Today is Saturday, so I'm going to try and post this video by the end of today. And then I also want you guys to stay tuned because I have another video coming up on like Tinder and a recent dating experience on there. So hope you guys are all having a great weekend. Leave any comments that you have below, and see you all in my next video. Bye.
Would I like that? And a smile so bright, oh, you're killing me.